Greetings, travelers, and today we're going to be doing a brand new tutorial on Aura Cascade. That's right, I've been asked several times. We're going to try and show this, and hopefully we'll all learn a little something as we go through this. Now, this episode is just basically going to cover the basics. What the mod, for the most part, what the mod is, and some of the general concepts behind it. So we'll go ahead and get started here. Now the first thing, when you start a new world, you'll get this book, the Encyclopedia Aura. Now one thing I will point out is that this was a very well put together guide. I mean, you even have the index. So, you know, if you're looking for something specific, you can just kind of cycle through everything that it has. Now one of the things you'll notice is that it's got these incomplete. One of the features of this is it has a built-in quest system. So, as it even says, it will guide you through the basic progression. It won't teach the mod. That's kind of what we're trying to do with this series. But, you know, for those of you just getting started, this is going to be invaluable for giving you into the basics. And it kind of works through what you need to do. So, you know, that's what we're going to kind of do here, is just show a couple of them, and it'll show you what you need in order to make it. So let's go ahead and make those real quick. Gold nuggets, and iron, and crafting table. And we're going to be using this crafting table a lot, so we're going to actually turn this into a tinker's table, just so that we have a place to store everything without having to drop it. So if you make crystals, now you open the book, you're done. And it'll show complete. And in your inventory, you get the reward. So the thing to keep in mind with this is there are, you know, here's the basics. So you have what are nodes and pumps. Now the pumps are what you're going to need to use to create the aura to move it around. The nodes are where it goes to. Now you'll see in the description a lot of times that it says that it can only move downhill. The pumps are what push it the other way. So for example, let's go with we'll go with the burning pump. I didn't want 64 of them. And then we will, oh, not the alternating. We wanted this one. We're just going to do regular aura nodes. So here's the basics. Alright, so you have the pump. Alright. Now, if you look in the book, it will tell you, oh, nodes and pumps. We just completed a bunch. There you go. See, look, completing quests just by doing this. The aura flow mechanics, I'm trying to remember what the maximum distance is. I think it's like 16 blocks or something like that. So what we're going to do is, I'm just going to show you. So we got this aura pump here. So let's go up 16 blocks. 15 and 16. We'll put our aura pump here, and you'll see that it's connected because you get that white line. So then we're going to also go 6, 7, 8. Do that here. Then we're going to go straight down, and you'll see just gotta clear that out. Okay, so there's your common basic setup. So the first thing you can do is add aura. In this case, you'll see there's no aura, time left, power per second. We're just going to go ahead and store in as much as this will take using those white aura crystals that we got. Oop. Sorry about that. Okay. Now, the thing with this one is burning. This pump, in order to get the aura moving, you need coal. Now, one of the nice things about this is in the block surrounding it, it won't despawn. But what you'll notice now, if you look at the pump, it's moving the aura and how much per second, and it shoots up, goes around, comes back down, and it's storing. And then it comes back here. Now each of those will continue to do that until they all have aura. That's basically that's the basic layout. You can get fancier with it because you have several different types of pumps. You have the aura manipulator black, you have capacitors, you have conserving, then you have different types of other types of pumps. So the projectile, you shoot arrows at it, it gets energy, momentum. Most common use, and we'll set these up in later episodes, is just falling mobs. The higher they fall, the more aura. Illumination, it eats glowstone. Redstone eats redstone. So, you're going to want to experiment with this, obviously, a lot. But once you have, and you'll notice they're not despawning, they'll just continue to sit there, and as it needs it, it will take more. Now, if you want to get power, some of the devices, like you have the cascading smelter. Now you'll see that it's now starting to get aura, because it is now running. So if we were to take iron, go back here, go back iron, and then drop the iron, it will now turn it into whatever's next. And that's just how it works. And it will not despawn there for no matter how long it sits there. So, just for the understanding, you don't have to have it quite that distance apart. It was just to show, but you do have to have them in the air. That is how that works, because it has to come down in order to work. And this will continue to smelt until it gets all of those items smelted. And that's basically it for the basics. At this stage, I would say, because there's going to be several episodes in this series, what I would say to do at this point is, seeing how the basics work. The book is your friend, especially with the quests. See, we even did the furnace. We without even thinking about it. And each one will give you more stuff. And see, we can just go over here, and we can just put more aura in here. And done. So anyway, that's going to be the basics on this stage. Use the book, get familiar with it, seeing the basics here. We'll go over some of the more advanced stuff in later episodes and specific stuff. Don't know how many episodes this is going to be, but we will most certainly have probably at least 3, because I want to get into some of the intermediate stuff and then into some of the advanced stuff. Maybe even as far as fairies. We may just go through the complete total mod from start to finish just to show you the basics. And what I'll probably end up doing is using those quests as the guideline for showing you to walk through. So, hope you guys like it. If there's anything specific about Aura Cascade that you guys do want to know beyond what I'm going to be doing here, or what you've seen here, just give me some heads up and in the comments below. What I'll do is I'll incorporate that in the rest of the episodes of the series. That's kind of the benefit of only doing these once a week. I have time that I can make adjustments before the next episode comes out. And we'll show you here. See, so what it's been making is iron into steel. And you gotta love that. How many times have you gone having to make a blast furnace and now all you gotta do is that? And those are actually pretty cheap to make. So, thank you guys for coming by. Hope you enjoy the series. And again, leave comments in there. And you guys have a great day.